This video series is powered by my favourite motorcycle battery provider, link in the description. Thought I'd show you the emulsion tube. The emulsion tube is minging. And what happens is the needle, oh my god, it's so blocked. The needle drops down into it, supposedly, and as you raise the needle, more fuel can flow out the top of it and spray into and through the combustion chamber. But yeah. This one's full of tar. So before everything gets fully separated, it goes for a bit of a soak. I thought I would clean the jet out. This little kit was, I don't know, £2 online, and it's like little mini files. So you just keep going smaller and smaller and smaller until you find one that fits inside the jet. There we go. And then I'm going to put the jet in the emulsion tube. Look at how minging it is. Into a bit of a scrub. Grim, isn't it? Grim. Put isopropyl alcohol on it. Look how green it is. Oh wow! The little holes are starting to appear. I'm trying to figure out if this is that waxy tar, or yeah, it is, isn't it? Or whether it's organic. But no, it's waxy tar. All right. Well, these two are going to have a lot of bath in isopropyl alcohol. I'd probably be better off getting some freezer bags and pouring the isopropyl alcohol, because it's going to evaporate really quick. Getting some freezy bags and putting stuff like this in it and just let it work away, because that's so ingrained. It should be the same colour. Well, trying to be gentle with the carb, but this one's really gunned up and horrible. If anything good happened, looks like the diaphragm's intact, although there's still some mould on the outer lip of it. And one of the things I found that was jammed was this little piston, which I've now freed up. And this little piston lived in the float bowl, and whenever the throttle was actuated, the throttle would push down on this piston and a little jet would come out of that top of that screw there. And when I found it, it was rock solid, so nothing was going anywhere. But now I've got it moving, but I'm not happy enough with it. So even that's going to get a good clean off. I've tried cleaning it off, but you can see where I've missed it. I've also got a new gasket coming. They're hellishly expensive, and it's not going to be here for like a week, which is doing my head in. Frustration. Since the carb's out, I thought, why not spruce up this exhaust, even though no one's going to see it. But it's this. corrosion over the years, paint flaking off. So rip the exhaust off and give that a nice tidy up. So that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, I got it. There we go. Whoop. That's the second one. Here we go. It'd be nice to tidy this up. Just going to see if I can take these shields off the T25. Well, that was not bad, that's easy enough. See if these heat shields come off. If they don't, it's fine with me, but if they do, well, the truth is they don't want to go anywhere, and that's fine with me. Washer's going on, let's see if it pops off. I might have to fight it. I'm putting back in order. Yummy. Alright, lovely. Time for a tea break. I'm going to clean that rear wheel. Oh. Infection. So I've just pulled everything out of my homebrew parts washer, and some parts have done really well and some have not. Something that's done really well is the, feels so good, oh, bloody hell, vacuum slide. Springs come up nicely, and this little plunger thing is just, oh, it feels really good. It was really gritty before. That's just a plastic cover, that's just the lid for the carb, but this is the float bowl. And look at all the organic matter that's left inside of it. Now, whether that organic matter is happy, mad, sad, glad, it's clinging on for dear life and it doesn't want to go anywhere. So I'm going to have to think in other terms. Another problem I'm having is, although really it went in there just to kind of get most of the grunge off of the carb, you know as well as I do that I need these float out and I need the fuel cut off needle out, and I really want to do that, but earlier I tried and I couldn't release this pin, so I thought, all right, well, a gentle clean's not going to hurt. And then what I did was I put some fluid through the filler and I let the float bowls hang down and nothing came out, so it'd be a pointless exercise trying to cheat the system. And there's still some organic matter, can you see that, on these flutes? So whatever was in there was having a right little party. And this is the isopropyl alcohol. What I can tell you already is the needle has fared the best. So I use this pin to knock at this side. I really don't want to break anything off here. And then I use this tool, which I never use for anything. It's just got a pointy end, so I was able to insert it here and give it a bit of a tap, gentle tap, and now the pin is coming out right hand side. Lucky. I really didn't think this pin was going to move. That's going to need a bit of a clean up. Here comes our floats, and the actual needle is seized, and I was thinking that earlier. So there come the floats, and that needle is seized in place. I'm not sure how I'm going to pull it out yet. No, causing huge amounts of damage. I haven't been able to find a replacement one of these on the internet. Oh, there we go. So check that out. And the BY, it's all scummy, which is fine, because it also means it's all scummy in there. But what I really want to know is the channel between here and here. Is it okay, or is it not? And now I can get with a toothbrush and attack all that organic matter that's here. Yes. Progress. And I need to get on the internet and find a replacement. I might have some Ducati ones, but I don't think they're this size. We're going to find out, right? Yeah, there's a ways to go, huh? We just have to get the idle jet out. Procedurally, I could have done a lot better with this, but I was just curious how bad the carb would be. And there's our idle jet, covered in skank. And it's like more of that algae. What's this bike been? Underwater? So this is the idle jet, and I'm back to that little tool again. This is the smallest one I have. And there's little trawlers, like little round files. You'll find them online. Well, maybe they're so fine, it's two of them. You'll find them online under like carb files. I really ought to be wearing gloves. It's at the end of my day and I'm ready to come home. But if I can't get a file through it, and we can't see any light through it, we're not going to get any fuel through it, are we? Oh, there we go. Breakthrough. Okay. That time. I want this thing to idle. It comes out the top. Yeah. So I'm going to bag all this up and take it with me to workshop 2. And get this all cleaned up. Okay. So before I power down the workshop, I thought I'd just point something out that I noticed, and I should have noticed earlier. It says kilometers right there. So this motorcycle's done approximately 3,400 miles, and when it was taken off the road in 2014, it had done 19 miles in that year, and that was the end of it. So there you go. So with the MOTs saying 5,000 odd miles, it was actually kilometres.